You've got mail.
Yes!
Yes. I'm gonna open this box so hard. Hello guys, welcome back to another episode of Everyday EDC. You guys are gonna be seeing me from my truck just a little bit more, just for a short period of time. My wife is very close to being due, so I might even disappear for a little while. And my son will be here in about a week to a week and a half, if he decides to stay in there. So what I'm getting at is, I'm trying to give everybody space. I'm not trying to, when I'm home, I'm trying to be home and there. So, like I said, I'm doing a lot of these. I'm trying to squeak these in when I can. That's why the quality of the recordings might go down, and I'm not going to try to do a review like this or anything like that. But today, for your viewing pleasure, we have a bag with a box. These came from a man named Jake. Jake has his own YouTube channel, which I will start putting my top watched YouTube channels in the descriptions of my videos below. And he is one of them. Anytime he has a video come out, I make sure I watch it, and I like his content. I say this at the risk of insulting somebody else, but in my opinion, Jake is like a manly version of Slicey Dicey. Like, Slicey kind of reminds me of somebody, not manly, just like maybe like super city manly, and Ohio State over there is a little bit the opposite of that. So, all right, without further ado, let us get into this. My unboxing knife for the day is my Hinderer XM18, skinny sheep's foot with the sharp dress knives on the other side. I do have some hardware and stuff, and I really like this knife. The reality about the Hinderer is that it did not disappoint, and it did shock and awe, but at least the skinny version doesn't make me as happy as like other knives, right? Now, when I say that, I don't mean it as in I don't like it. I mean, like, it doesn't make me as happy as the Malice does in hand. Honestly, the Shaman in hand, like, both of those kind of make me happier than the Hinderer. It's just the feeling. That I cannot chalk up to anything more than just personal freaking preference. There's nothing else there. So don't like say that I don't like Hinderer, or I think Hinderers are bad, or anything like. Not at all. I love them. I just personally prefer the feeling of like a Malice or a Shaman in hand. I like the contoured feel. What the? How many did you send? Why did you send all these? So I traded Jake 2 knives, and I told him, you know, I'm not really trading for knives for me, I'm trading for knives for the channel. So I don't care what you send. Surprise me. And he actually has a really cool box here of all steel wills. I have 3 steel wills to unbox, and the coolest part about that is I don't have too much experience with steel will, and that was a really good decision. He and I have this back and forth going on right now, where it's like this playful talking shit because we have different opinions on different knives, and it's all in good fun. But this is a good box, man. Thank you. This is super cool. So let us see what we have in this box. Hopefully you guys can hear me. I didn't want, I listened to my last recording that I did in the truck, and there's a lot of background noise, and I'm trying to avoid that. That's why I'm using the microphones or the headset, which I really do like these headsets, actually. They're really nice. All right, so this one, first and foremost, is And I don't know much about steel wheel, so this is not a review. Steel wheel Urban. So, first and foremost, blade is perfectly center. It's hard for you guys to see it. Blade is perfectly center. What I'm noticing already is this really nice feeling G10. A lot of G10 feels too grippy, and it seems to like just kind of like rip, almost like a sandpaper-ish, like a super textured. This is like a peel ply, but smooth. It's weird. You do have a small little pocket clip that mounts from the top right there. It does appear to be ambidextrous because of the way that it mounts from the top. You do have a stop pin and an opening hole. So this doesn't have a flipper delete. This is just an opening hole. That's cool. The profile of that's pretty sweet. Here's the flip. Wow. Let's do that again. Yeah, all right. So this, ladies and gentlemen, is the steel wheel piercer. You guys can see it because the camera's pointed at me, not you. That's why it's reversed. There you go. Trying to show you guys while we're doing this. Like I said, I apologize for the shitty quality. It's not going to last forever, but while my wife is pregnant and we are so close, everything like that comes first. But I still try to squeak in videos, and this is one of those that I'm trying to squeak in, so bear with this quality for a while. This is super nice. This is what I can say about this is the quality of this feels... So the quality of this knife right now feels that of Civivi. I was like, oh shit, is it a front flipper? No, I'm an idiot. Feels that of Civivi, honestly. And maybe then some. It might have a higher quality than Civivi. Or maybe it's just a totally different feeling. The quality might be the same, but it's like a different feeling kind of giving me the image that it has a higher quality. Very cool. What steel is this? This is D2. All right. As we all know, we get bored of D2. But D2 truly is like, I mean, the only thing that's... All right, so... The only problem with D2 right now, realistically, A, it's not super corrosion resistant, right? It's semi, it's not like awful, but yes, it will corrode on you. But B, the heat treat range that you have to hit with D2 to make it good is so small. You have such a window of error to hit that a lot of these shittier companies, and I say shittier, and I don't mean it in like it's a shitty company, but a lot of these different companies are coming out with this D2 that they're not heat treating right, because it's probably really hard to get your tolerances really tight in that annealing oven, and it's just causing the D2 to not do what it's supposed to do. But a really well heat treated D2, that's why Medford uses D2, that's why some of these higher level stuff uses D2. It's a fantastic steel. So just getting that out of the way right now. I don't know anything about steel wheels heat treat. Obviously, it's not going to be heat treated like a Medford, but that doesn't mean that it can't be close to something that's, you know, we expect that's good. And what the, god damn it. So we thought we had 3 boxes. He put 2 knives in here. All right, we're going to have to get a care package his way now, because this is ridiculous. All right, so this is another D2. I think I was looking at this and I liked this one. What is this? What the hell is this? I don't know what this is, but I think I liked it. Ah, okay. Oh, so the steel wheel tenet. So once again, the G10 on this is it's the perfect amount. Like, you can feel it textured, and I can feel it like if I rub my hand back and forth, it like rubs a little skin off your finger. But it's not that pointy G10 peel ply texture that really rubs the crap out of you. So the blade is perfectly centered, has a little bit of back and forth, and that's not a big deal. I can Knife Lab this stuff. God, every term is taken. Or maybe I just watch them and I don't realize they're taken. I've taken chats from the truck. I've taken, battles. Now it's Knife Lab because obviously Cedric and Ada. All right. I don't think Cedric and Ada would care. He's probably the coolest dude out there. So this is a steel wheel Tenet D2. This is the one that in the picture I was like, I kind of want that. And I never liked green before, but this green and black looks awesome. Yeah, this is cool. It's got some jimping on the spine. Another G10 backspacer. So this is the steel wheel Tenet. Thank you for sending all these steel wheels, dude. Like, it's kind of cool that I finally get a chance to be like, all right, let's check out something else than what I normally check out. All right, so here we go. This I can tell you, and watch me look like an idiot. This I can tell you is a steel wheel because I recognize this. I don't think this is G10. I think this is FRN, but I could be wrong. But I recognize that pattern from the other steel wheels, like way back in the day that I felt. I want to say Jake sent them in. There was like the Screamer, there was 2 more. Maybe there was 4. I don't know, but I recognize this. So this is a steel wheel, and this is the steel wheel Sargus. Again, D2. This has the older steel wheel feel. Like, it doesn't feel like a contemporary, and I think that's a good thing, because the older steel wheels, like that Screamer that came out in 2020, like the beginning of 2020, was freaking awesome. Like, it got no love whatsoever, but the Screamer was a great knife. All right. A little bit of back and forth. Centering is completely perfect. This is the steel wheel Sargus, and it actually feels good. Now, this is where I'm going to give him, I don't know if it's a kudos, I don't know if it's a knock. He likes the Civivi riffle, and this knife has the same thing that the riffle does, only this knife does it to where it doesn't look stupid. Well, it kind of still looks stupid, but not for some reason. The riffle just being so geometrical with like so you got the rectangular basically scale, and then they just took the scale and they bent it. This one, at least, you're already having kind of like a weird look going on, and I can tell you this one is definitely more comfortable, in my opinion, than the riffle was. But I think different hands would feel differently on different knives. I don't know if that makes sense, but like the riffle might very well work for certain knives or certain people, because if their hands are more narrow or something, they fit in there well. Or Jake found a way to put his hand kind of on the point of this to where he liked it on the riffle. So this is a steel wheel Sargus. Very cool, upswept, kind of clip point looking blade. Alrighty, moving on here. And don't worry, I'm being safe. Sent me freaking 4 knives, Jake, you dick. That's not what I meant by send me what you want to send me. Making me feel bad. Alright. Last but not least, ladies and gents, we have clearly another steel wheel. You can tell not only by the pocket clip, but you can tell by the texturing on the G10 or FRN. I am not sure. Yeah, FRN. This is one that I need to review, and I haven't, from Steel Wheel. Everybody knows this name. Everybody should know this name, because this is like in every freaking reviewer's mouth like 2 years ago. This is the Steel Wheel Cut Jack. Yep, that's why. In hand, this thing is incredible. Holy smokes. This is D2 again. That blade looks gorgeous. Holy crap, that satin finish has damn near a freaking mirror finish on it, which is something else. That's awesome. So the action on this is great, even though I don't think this is on bearings. I would have to double check. This feels like it's on phosphor bronze. That's what it feels like it's on. But we're going to get into them. Like I said, we'll fix all the blade plays if there's any. And you know me, I'll get a knife and I'm like, oh, blade play, ah! Like, that's just one of those things. So, today we got in the steel wheel Sargus, the steel wheel cut jack, the steel wheel piercer, and the steel wheel tenon. Which one's my favorite? I mean, the cut jack in hand. I mean, this thing alone this is awesome. This is a really good feeling knife, and it definitely steps up the game with this thumb ramp finger choil move here. That, I mean, I don't know how much this thing costs, but this feels like a contender. If you were to put up, like, if you were to say, hey, go dethrone the Rat. You know, we threw the Ortis at it, but the Ortis couldn't hang in there. We threw the Trailblazer at it, or the Badlands Vagabond, but that couldn't hang in there. You know, now they're coming out with the Brazen and everything, and it's kind of like, I don't think those can hang in there either. It's just there's something about the Rat that is so old school, and just like, I feel like right when the Rat's about to lose a fight, he's going to throw some salt in your eye and freaking just win. That's just, I feel like you can't dethrone the Rat. This is a knife that I would throw at the Rat to try and dethrone it, despite not knowing its price. I would assume this thing's coming in anywhere from $40 to $60, plus or minus around there. But yeah, so this is a knife that I would love to see battled out with the Rat. Even the blade shape looks just like the Rat, but this is comfortable. I actually really like this, and this is a knife out of all those knives that I felt today. Despite having FRN and me being kind of snooty about all that, this is a knife that I could see myself carrying over my expensive knives as, like, I'm going to beat the shit out of this knife, but I still enjoy carrying it. That's where this cut jack falls. All right, guys. That's all I got for you today. My name is Tyler. This has been Everyday EDC. Screw you, Jake, because you didn't have to send that many for the trade. So now I gotta do something, you son of a bitch. Nah, but thank you, man. That was super generous of you. We're gonna be having a back and forth going on to where it's like, that's kind of why I don't care what the trades are with you know, the Practical Blade. Joe, if you ever got your ass down from Canada to be able to take a trade, because I can't send it through customs. Dave, if we ever trade, like those guys, if we make a trade, I don't care what the trade value is. I don't care what you're getting out of each one, you know, as long as it's not like a freaking hinderer for CVV or something. But like, I don't care, because I know these guys are going to be around and we're going to be trading probably for a long time. That is all I got for you guys today. My name is Tyler. This has been Everyday EDC. You guys stay sharp, stay safe. Thank you so much for watching. Once again, I apologize about the video quality. Ooh, let's get that out of there. I apologize about the video quality, but life happens. And I got a son on the way. What's up? So, if I do go dark anytime in the near future, I have a kid on the way, and I apologize in advance, but I'm not going to apologize for having a kid. I'm just going to apologize that you're not going to get your videos because my kid takes priority. So, but we'll get back to it if that is the case. It won't be a long gap. Have a great day, guys.
Yeah.